Hi guys, Mrs. Townsley here. I hope you guys are doing good. Happy Friday. I do have a warm up ready to go. This is for block 1, block 3. If you guys need help, go ahead and follow along. All right, number 1 says here are 3 fractions. You have 2/3, 4/5, and 6/9. It says 2 of these fractions are equivalent. So 2 of these fractions are equivalent. And remember, equivalent means equal. All right, and it says which 2? Well, I would start with comparing maybe 2 of them. So if you want to start with the first 2, look at 2/3, and you want to see if it's equal to 4/5. Well, would that be equal? I don't know. Let's see. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 5. No, those 2 are not equal. So you put a line through the equal sign. They're not equal. Okay. If this was 6, those would be equal. Okay. If those were 6, it would be equal. But it's not, because if you want to increase this fraction or double it or times it by 2, it would have to be 4/6, not 4/5. Okay, so it's not equal. All right, well, let's look at a couple more. Let's look at, or another one rather. 2/3, is it equal to 6/9? Well, let's see if this is equal. 2 times something is 6. Well, 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. Yeah, they increase this by multiplying it by 3 or tripling it. Same thing. Okay, so these 2 are the ones that are equivalent. And you know that because they either tripled it or they times it by 3. And whatever they did to the top, they did to the bottom. So if you want to multiply the numerator times 3, you get 6. If you want to multiply the denominator times 3, you get 9. So those 2 are the equivalent fractions. Okay, good job. All right, here we go. 2. Here it says, respond to each question below. It says 28 is 7 times what number? Well, 7 times what number is going to give you 28? 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4, oh, there you go. 7 times 4 is 28. Okay. What about 8 is 32 times what number? Well, 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 4, oh, that works. That's 32. 8 times 4 is 32. Look at letter C. 4,000 is 4 times what number? 4 times 100 would be 400, but 4 times 1,000 would be 4,000. So that's your answer. 4 times 1,000. Okay? And D says, choose one part and explain how you know your answer is correct. Well, I can do the reverse of multiplication, which is division, right? So 28 divided by 4 is 7. So that works. 32 divided by 8 is 4. That works. Or 4,000 divided by 4 is 1,000. So I'm going to use division to prove my multiplication. Okay, I'm going to use my division to prove my multiplication. All right, that's the first page. I'm going to flip. I'm going to look at the second. All right, here's the second page. It says label each tick mark with its location on the number line. Well, if you have 0 and you have 60, you've got a place to start and you've got a place to finish. There's many different ways to do this. One way is to count the spaces from the beginning to the end. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? So if you know there's 10 spaces in between each one, and the beginning is 0 and the end is 60, each jump has to be the same amount. Okay? Each jump has to be the same amount. Each space has to be worth the same. So if you know the total 60, and you have to break it up or divide it into 10 sections, each space then would be worth 6. So it'd be 6, 12, 18, 24. Okay. What would be the next one? 30. 36. Yep. 42, 48, 54, and then 60. So you can think about it like that. Or if you don't want to think about it like breaking it apart, you can always look at 60 and 0 and figure out what the middle is, which is 30 because that's halfway in the middle, and then figure out the middle again between 30 and maybe 0. You have these spaces in between. I don't know. That might be a little easier. That might be a little more difficult. I don't know. But that's one way to do it. Okay? Look at number 4. Here's a number line. You start with 0 and you have 1. All right? So you know it's a fraction because all the numbers between 0 and 1 are going to be baby numbers. They're going to be little numbers, right? All right. Well, on this one, I would do a halfway mark. I would do a halfway mark. Because if you're given this, what's halfway between 0 and 1? A half, right? 1/2. All right. And what's half of a half? If you're looking at this and this, what's half of a half? So if you have this, okay, and you have half, but you only need half of the half, you're just looking at 1/4, okay? And if you need to break this up again, and you just want one little piece, you're only looking at 1/8, okay? All right, so it says, write the number a as a fraction. A would be 1/4, okay? And it says write a as an equivalent fraction. Well, now you have 1/4, and I'm going to say, well, why don't you double it? What would that be? That would be 2/8. Or if you have 1/4, then I'm going to say triple it. That's going to be 3/12. Okay? Or if I have 1/4 and I want to make it huge, times it by 100, it's going to be 100 over 400. Okay? Oops. You can't see my paper. Sorry. All those work. All right. Good job. Look at the next one. The next one says 1 batch of brownies calls for 1 box of brownie mix. Okay, so this is 1 batch. This is 1 batch. You got fudge-like brownies and cake-like brownies, but either way, it's 1 batch. All right. The question says, what amounts of eggs, water, and oil would you need for 2 batches? So you're doubling it. 2 batches of fudge-like brownies. So you have fudge-like here, not here. Here, 2 eggs, double it, 4 eggs. 1/4 of a cup. If you double it, it's 1/2. Okay? If you have 1/4 of a cup and you double it, you get 1/2. All right. In the oil, if you have 1/2 and you double it, you get 1 whole. All right. Here's B. What amounts of eggs, water, and oil would you need for 3 batches of cake-like brownies? All right. Here are your cake-like brownies. Not here. Here. Okay. 3 eggs. Well, now you have to triple it. So now you go to 9. Okay. 1/4. If you triple it, you get to 3/4. If you have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, you have 3/4 water. And if you triple this, you get 1.5 cups of oil. You tripled it. All right. Number 6. Which travels faster? A car that travels 6 miles in 10 minutes or a train that's 6 miles in 8 minutes? Who's faster? Well, the train's faster because you get there sooner. Okay? It's the same length. They both go 6 miles. This train's going to get there 2 minutes earlier. So what do you want to take to get there? I would take the train. It's faster, but maybe you want a slow ride. There you go. Maybe take that one. All right? I'll see you guys later. Bye.